It's not just one fewer seat in Congress, it's also one fewer vote in the Electoral College and a diminished share of the $1.5 trillion in funding the federal government divides among the states each year. And that has state and city leaders pointing fingers at each other, even as New York's 2020 census count actually exceeded projections.
We built a massive grassroots apparatus, organizing apparatus, to go out there and achieve what a lot of people thought was impossible.
Mayor Bill de Blasio defending the city's 2020 census outreach after the U.S. Census Bureau announced on Monday that New York's count fell 89 residents short of keeping its current representation in Congress. Democratic mayoral primary candidate Sean Donovan blamed the mayor, tweeting, quote, "Bill de Blasio's incompetence has cost our city dearly and could cost Democrats the House." De Blasio called that accusation, quote, "preposterous," saying the city matched its 2010 response rate despite the pandemic, and then President Trump's attempt to put a citizenship question on the census. Instead, the mayor pointed his finger at the governor.
I think the state could have done more. I don't think the state moved the resources it should have at the time it should have to build the same kind of approach New York City did.
But redistricting expert Michael Lee of the Brennan Center for Justice at NYU Law says all the recriminations missed the good news.
New York was projected or widely expected to lose 2 seats, and New York came close to keeping all of its seats.
In all, 6 states gained seats in Congress and 7 states lost seats. But there's still more information to come from the Census Bureau.
Mid-August, we will get the block-level granular data about where people live and their race, age, and ethnicity.
And that's what states will use to redraw their congressional districts in the fall, perhaps with an eye towards partisan advantage in the closely divided House of Representatives.
Given that Republicans will control key states like Texas and Georgia and Florida, New York is a chance for Democrats to offset some anticipated Republican gerrymandering in those states by doing a little bit of their own.
Meanwhile, Democrats in Congress are trying to end such partisan gerrymandering by either side. Now, it's part of a sweeping democracy reform bill that passed the House last month, but it's unlikely to gain enough or any Republican support needed to survive a filibuster in the Senate. Jerry.
Mike, thank you.